Bashers 505 on this Wednesday, September 3rd, the year of our Lord 2025. Hey, happy birthday, Asheen. It's his birthday. For those of you who don't know, I watched a little bit of a small birthday stream today. Him and Liddy were traipsing around the film festival in Venice on the Lido, right across from the Excelsior, my favorite place, my favorite street, Marconi. She's working the festival because she's a cinematographer, Araflex certified, and I guess for her dad's birthday, she invited him in to be a part of that world. How exciting! He has never been there before. He's been in front of it, he's been around it, but he's actually involved in the film festival, seeing what the creatives do and all the technical folks. It was fun to watch that street because I've been there many times, and it's kind of like no one's ever there. It's very quiet. It's very deserted. The hotel is mostly on the beach. And then there's a tiny little street because the main entrance is down below when everybody comes off the boats. And that's kind of a fancy thing. But on the street side, there's an entrance where the lobby is. And nobody ever goes in and out of there, really. And then across the street to a little bit down the block, halfway down the block, is the casino and the Biennale and all that stuff. And every time I've ever been there, it's either been before or after the festival. So it's a ghost town. Lido is kind of a ghost town. But it's crazy to see, limos and people dressed in tuxedos and evening gowns. And it was fascinating to see it. I've only ever seen it on video like that. And still, I guess I've only ever seen it on video like that. But it was very cool stuff. How are you doing on When We Were Wednesdays? And I'm looking at the emails right now, checking in on what everybody sent for us and how very cool it is. I love it. If you want to send some stuff, please send it to basherdirk@gmail.com. That is basherdirk@gmail.com. We had some heavy hitters last night, some crazy Corvette action. Turned into, it's funny. I forgot. I used to subscribe to Vet Magazine, and I was so obsessed with those cars. And last night was really super fun for me. And I got this article from Handsome Joe, and I want to bring it up now because it was really very cool for people who are into that kind of thing. And where is it? Let me pull it up. Share the screen. Yeah, I'm still, still COVIDizing. Still feel shitty. Not much I can do. But look at this, man. Look at this. Hobby car Corvettes. Classic Corvettes for sale. And look at this. They've got like 53 to 62, all the different model years. 63 to 67. My favorite, 68 to 72. Then 73 to 77, which I thought were like, wah, wah, wow. 70. And then I didn't care for the longest time. 78 to 79. I didn't like any of these cars. I started to like them in 86 when they came out with the new one. There was no 85 model year. 86 they came back. Was there no more? Was it 80? Wait a second. Maybe it was 84 they came back. There was no 83 model year. With the new one, which was like crossfire injection. They were hot for a minute, and then now they just look like some kind of insects. They're just trying to copy anything Italy does now, but it's really cool. And then if you click on this stuff here, like let's go to 68 to 72. Here's cars that they have for sale. Look at this. Oh, look at this. And who told us that yesterday? Drooby Doo. 1972 Ontario orange Corvette with T-tops. 27 grand. Look at this beautiful thing. Can we blow this up? Oh, Lord in heaven. That looks like it's got weird pinstriping going on there. And the paint looks dull enough for it to have been original. But wow, look at that thing. Oh, that color. 46,000 original miles. What kind of engine is in this thing? Does it say automatic? Wow, it's an L48. Okay, so engine wise, and buying an automatic sports car is just says I'm a pussy. Just don't do that. Oh no. And then there's a Mako Shark, which is bullshit. Here's a Cortez Silver, which is pretty nice looking. 37 manual transmission. Thank you very much. It's an LT1. It's 4-speed, probably an M33, more than likely. Look at that. Pretty nice. That's the only picture, though. It's the only picture. Oh, wait a second. What's this? Is there a video here? Do we get to watch this? What is this? Original owner story. Oh, we're not going to hear it, though. Okay, we're not going to watch that. There's going to be some really bad quality stuff. But look at that 72 special trim black, big blue block. Which one is this? Is going to be 454 probably. Price to be determined. Yeah, 454. 4-speed manual. It's the only way to do it. Oh, those I hate those rims, man. They were really big for a while. But what a fun show that was. And thanks for sending me this article, Jojo. Very, very, very cool. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate it. Like you have no idea. It was good reading today while I convalesce and act like the sad, sad patient that I am. I made a big ass bowl of soup today. Lots of people in writing and telling me what to do. Zinc, Scotty Love was like, eat everything inside. I'm like, dude, I've been on this diet. I had been on a diet, not eating carbohydrates, but I'm just eating soup now because, nothing tastes good, and it's not great. I also got an update from the very special one, Julian, who just told me basically he's just kind of checking out for a while. And I had a feeling, I had a suspicion. So if everybody could just send their well wishes out. Listen, he's 83 years of age. He's feeling what a lot of us feel as we get older. We feel maybe like we're not part of the world anymore, that we don't have much to offer. And I just wrote him back saying, Julian, look at all you've done for the Bashers on the show, how you show us your beautiful work every day, and we all are enamored with your beauty and your contribution to the arts. Listen, it's a tough time to be an artist in the world today because all of this AI junk. I mean, I just recently wrote to somebody on the Facebook. I like to sound like an old man and say the Facebook because everything on Facebook now is AI. Like they've got pictures of like all the dead rock stars jamming together in heaven, and I just don't understand the point of it. Maybe the novelty was cute in the beginning, but now people are doing pictures of themselves all AI'd out and looking super sexy and hot. And I'm just like, stop doing that. Stop doing that. I mean, it's just so absurd that everybody's using it. Listen, I use them for the thumbnails. I use them for a particular purpose. I think today's is really, really, really good. But just be the best positive person you can be. I mean, creating all this fiction now, and it's not even anybody's creating it. You're having this entity do it. It's just, to me, it's just so boring. It's almost as boring as auto-tune and all that kind of crap. And somebody just recently told me, and they're a producer, that they're embracing all the AI and they're just going to go full steam ahead and make completely artificial music because they're said, fuck it, I don't care anymore. I'm just going to make money. And I said, well, that's one way of looking at it. I guess you could just say, screw it. I'm not going to hire temperamental bass players and temperamental singers and just have AI finish my work for me. And I said, wow, what's going to happen, man? Are we all going to be just stupid? I mean, why go to school? Just have AI do it, right? Why learn how to draw? Why learn how to sing? Why learn how to play piano? Why would anybody learn how to play piano? It's so hard, right? Who cares about guitar? And there's so many of these things you see on YouTube, these 14-year-old kids. They're incredible vocalists, and the aptitude is there. It's there. It's which road you choose. Do you go this way? Do you go that way? Which way do you go? I don't know. I don't like it one bit. David Fitzsimons is in at number one. Whoop whoop. You deserve it. Slipped in while Paddle Power coming back for you was napping. I think it's between him and Dave Fahrenheit 451. They're just letting everybody have it. I think. And Drooby Doo says, clicked in to see if one of the kittens was missing a leg. No, but you know that almost all of the thumbnails I ask it to create the thumbnail with one of the diaspora of iBasher kitty cats. And of course, yours feature quite often. Beat me up, kitty. That's right. Didn't it come out good today? Went through about 5 different thumbnails before I settled on that one. I really wanted to get it towards this group of people. And this was partly Julian's, email to me feeling kind of out of touch with what's going on right now. And I was like, well, look at Steve Mac 3. Look at how far he's come with his photography. And there's no way you're not going to tell me that you haven't influenced him or given him, like a goal, because his photography has gotten so great. And because we've been looking at yours for so long and all the different, remember the clown exhibition? That knocked me off my feet, Julian. So listen, man, we love you, man. And you know what? It's okay to feel blue. It all happens. It happens to us all. Ever you have a day that's just so shitty, or somebody so shitty to you, or the world is shitty. It's all shitty. But you know what? Just remember, man, that you're a contributor. A lot of people aren't. A lot of people just walk through life and get whatever the hell they want. And they're just these vapid little twats on Instagram. And, I was watching Sheen and Liddy's video, and there's just all these little tarts, and they're walking around with their old men, and they're, it's just, blech. But hey, man, I'm not going to judge them. Well, I just did, didn't I? I mean, and they're looking to be seen. I mean, seen doing what? Seen with your old man, and that you got a hot dress on, and I don't know. Is that something to be seen for or known for? What what are we doing? What are we doing with this whole influencers? Oh God, barf! Isn't it just so barf? I like this soda. No, I don't like that one. I like this down polish. I like this. I like Loctite because it's my favorite kind of Loctite. It's the one that I use. I mean, yesterday I influenced with my eye drops, right? I used them today. Look how white my eyes are, right? I used them just before a minute ago because I found them. Anyway, I mean, listen, I feel like a prisoner right now because of this COVID crap. I'm in and out of Rose's like 3 or 4 times a day, but with gloves and mask, and I make her breakfast and her lunch and her dinner and make her bed and make sure the house is, in good shape. And I'm in and out of there, and I'm like, I can't hug her, and I can't, I can't sit down and play the harmonica with her like I love to do every day. And I come up here and I make a bowl of soup and I fall asleep for a while, and then I wake up and I have a bowl of soup and a cup of tea. And it's easy to get depressed. It's so easy to get depressed. Isolation is not fun, you know? And I have Italy coming up, and I'm so looking forward to that whole trip, and spending time, with the people I love, and in the place that I am crazy about, and pretending I live there for a while, just so I know how it feels, you know? It's Julian, man, you are important. Remember that, because so many of us aren't. Dave Fahrenheit 451 upvoted. Thank you, David. Great to see you there. And Drew B says, good question, but they have overdone the baggage allowance. Oh, says Dino. Yeah. Yeah. We're flying on the new Italian airline. It's called ITA. I know, Italiano. I don't know what it stands for. Aerolina something or other. Transportati, I don't know. IT, it's probably Italiana Trasportata Azzazione or something like that. It says inspired by Alitalia. It's basically Alitalia without the debt and the new paint job. But it'll be my first trip on them, without all the points, of course, that I accumulated for years and years of flying on Alitalia, but they don't matter anymore because they're gone. But I'm looking forward to that. Panel power management is optional. Vasilios 4 is in number 4. Hey, Vasilios, what a shot, man. That's crazy stuff. Speaking of Steve Mac 3.5 is the magic number. We get to see these incredible artists. Like Julian's been taking photographs for so long, and we've watched the evolution of really, really good photography to outstanding photography. And I can't help but think that, a guy like Steve Mac 3, and I'm sure I'm probably not wrong here, you get inspired by the art that you see. So, Julian, just remember, We care about you. Congratulations, GF. Happy Wednesday. Please vote. Upvote number 6. Upvote if you can. And I appreciate it. Andrew Wolkowicz with Canadian $2. Congratulations, Dave. Be kind, like, and subscribe if you can, or just do it. Or if you don't, well, then don't. Andrew Wolkowicz, commemorative gone. Wow, Dirk, you upgraded your green screen, the keyboard version. No, I didn't. It's a real keyboard. I put it there because I was using it earlier. See, I have a big digital piano over here behind the green screen. This is an M Audio 49 key, I shouldn't even say. This is for when you're just like laying in samples and things or playing drums. This is how I play drums on this thing. I go like this. You know? So this is an actual thing. It's not part of the green screen thing, but that's funny though. It's funny that you should think that. Why not? You're working and you'll be watching the show tonight. Please watch the show later on, Andrew. Have a great day and a great night. You too, buddy. And I love the me too. I think today's thumbnail is one of the better ones of all time. That family has no idea what they're in for right now. They're just a prairie family. And you know, it's really when you're doing the prompts for AI, and I said, I'd like to have a Dust Bowl family. And it said, due to restrictions, the term Dust Bowl is considered offensive. For those of you who don't know what the Dust Bowl is, the Dust Bowl is an era of Americana where people were extremely in the Midwest. It's where people were it's not even in the Midwest, it's in the Dust Belt in America. And it was like during the 20s and the 30s, and it's people were very, very poor. But now you can't even use the term Dust Bowl. Dust Bowl is like it's a term. I mean, is it not anymore? And I said, what is the alternative? And they said, there are currently no alternatives to the term Dust Bowl. Oh boy. Hello, everyone. Upvote and subscribe. Congratulations to David. Yes, take a second to wonder at Dirk's GBT skills today. It's trippy, baby. Thanks. That's funny. Thanks, Ken Furby. Look at you at Grand Canyon, man. Look at that shot. You know, I tell you, you rock a good pair of shorts there, my friend. Not everybody looks good in shorts. As somebody once told James Gandolfini, there's a great story about James Gandolfini, the late, great James Gandolfini, who played Tony Soprano on television. He was at home one night and the phone rang. And he picked up the phone. They said, Mr. Gandolfini, I just want to let you know that in real life, a Don would never wear shorts. Click. And he never found out who it was, but he's assuming that somebody from one of the 5 families called him just to let him know, because they all really liked The Sopranos. They've said it a million times. Anybody who has ever come out from the mafia and said, yeah, we all enjoyed that. Like they enjoy The Godfather, etc. Some they really enjoyed, some they don't. But a true Don would never wear shorts. That's probably true. Please, everyone, be safe and be well and share some love and good intentions. That's all you got to do. And Martin Bronson feel the same way, and they upvoted. Hey, that's all we ask for in this life. We don't want people to be sad and lonely, do we? We don't want that. Like, I'm staring at Rose because I've got my other computer with all my cameras everywhere because I'm paranoid now because of the dragons and God knows what else. And, you know, I just watch what she's doing. She's having coffee by herself. I'm not there to spend as much time with her as I normally do. I do stand on the other side of the room when she asked me today why I haven't played harmonica for her lately. And I said, you know, and it's my own fault because I had ordered a harmonica and it never came, and I meant to call Amazon and just say whatever happened to that because it said it was back ordered just to get another one because I used to play her harmonica. I can't play her harmonica because I have the COVID and I don't want her to get sick. More than anything in the world, I don't want her to get sick. No, she's 88. Here we go again on the move. It's Ray Ray. Hope we get picked this time. They got picked. They got beamed to that future city, and that's scary. And Joe LaFaro says, when we were Wednesdays. Did you send us some great? You did. Let me see what Joe's picture looks like. Oh my God. Can I just say, can I talk, Joe? Joe and I are buddies, right? So he sent me some pictures today of his parents' house. He lost his mom, and he's been going through some memories and going through the house and all those things that we all have to do. And some of the things are just create such incredible pause, because this is a life lived, memories accumulated. And some of the things are just, you think about what you think about what you collect. Think about why. What was the impetus? What is the reason? Were you saving it for someone? More than likely, it's a time capsule, and it's just so. I mean, her home was so immaculate and beautiful, and just articulated in a way that was obviously so singular to her, which is such a beautiful tribute. And he's going through this stuff, and yeah, and that picture you just sent me, Joe, I'm going to share it with the world, and it's pretty great. Pretty great, man. Pretty great. I hope you don't mind me sharing that, and thank you for sharing that with me. We won't share those things. That'll just be between you and I. Kevin Hawthorne from Lakeland, Florida. Good evening, kind sir. How are you, buddy? Oh, looking great. Got a new shot. Looks terrific, helping out everybody in Lakeland, Florida, letting them find out how they get where they need to go on their merry way. And it's so great. Thank you so much for your service, my friend. Melly, see, the purple one is in here. Ladies of the Bash. That's all we give a shit about is the ladies of the Bash. You know why? Because without you, all we are nothing, as they say. Melly C, you beautiful one. Do you know what's this new slot, Dirk's Daily Car Show? Do you like it? What other cars you want me to talk about? Listen, you know what's really funny for a guy who's never had a driver's license? I know a lot about cars. I do. I'm not drinking coffee today. I'm having some ice cold Diet Coke. Because I had coffee this morning and I was just like, wow, I'm just not feeling it. Yeah, I mean, Corvettes were obviously my thing, but I know a fair amount about cars, especially like I said, 60s cars, and especially the GMs. Not that much about the Mopar, but I know a fair amount about Ferraris and Maseratis and Lamborghinis and stuff. And I like a lot of really interesting cars. I like really weird old British cars, Trabants, crazy left field cars. Cars that fascinate. Maybe I don't drive per se, but doesn't mean they're not interesting. My pleasure. Thank you, buddy. I'm just astounded by some of that stuff. It's incredible. And I'm grateful for it. Andy M., good evening, kind sir. Wishing you and yours only good things. That's the incomparable. That's the happy one. How are you, buddy? The only good things guy. There it is, the banner that we made just for you. Thank you so much. I apologize for my voice today. It's just, still, I don't know how long this crap is going to last, but it's really starting to get on my nerves, as they say. Getting on my nerves. Love it. Love it. Know about cars, but does not own one. Probably for the best. Would be covered in tape. Me. We have a car because Paul drives. We have a car. It's an okay car. It's an Acura RDX. He used to, when I met him, he had a 1975 Pontiac Catalina. And before that, he had a Granville. And before that, he had everything. Pontiac. There were boats, land yachts. Amazing cars, though. Sending Julian well wishes. We miss you, Melly C. Oh, thank you, the purple one. I know. We want it back for Julian. Thank you, guys. You know what? Everybody should be afforded the time to just say, I need to step away, or, listen, it happens. Melancholia is a real thing. It's a real thing. They used to medicate people for it, They kind of still do. Julian, I get it, but we love your photography and we need you back, says Tracy Farris. Thank you, Tracy, very, very much. Very, very much. Sending you my best, says Dave Fitzsimons to Julian. And please upvote. Grazie mille if you can. Thank you so much. Yeah. Yeah. Vasilios P. Good evening to all. Great to have you on the show, buddy. Thank you so much. Dean says, knackers. Joe says, true story. Yeah, I mean, when you uncover stuff, I mean, where my sister sent me some stuff the other day. Did I download this? How come I'm not seeing them all? She sent me a shitload of pictures, 18 photos. Can I have them though? There it is. I'm gonna. It's when we were Wednesday, so I'm gonna download these as we talk, and and I'll give you a little glimpse into when we were Wednesday's Kennedy style. Because I had never seen these. These apparently came from my cousin, and it says 18 photos, but I don't see 18 photos. But anyway, uh, no, thank you, Joe. Don't say thanks, Dirk. Thank you. It's really amazing stuff. I've never had a full driving license, but I made Ford and Jaguar cars for. Is that right? You made Ford and Jaguar cars, yet you've wow. See, like you can actually build them. Listen, I mean, I haven't done it in a while, but if like I was in an airplane and the pilot died and they said somebody needs to help us land, I know the fundamentals on how to do that. So I probably would be better than Nancy from Salt Lake. This is Nancy. I don't know how to fly the plane. I'd probably do better than Nancy from Airport 75, but you never know. I had no full driving license, only a full motorcycle license, but I built Ford and Jaguar cars, but Jaguar, before I retired from work after nearly 28 years of service. Jaguar is owned by Tata now, right? I don't know, man. I find that who owns Rolls Royce? Do they own Tata also? I mean, does Tata own them too? Tata's a huge Indian company. You know, talk about a country that's got like such an incredible lopsided wealth. There are so many Indian billionaires. There's new Indian billionaires every day, and then meanwhile, there's so much poverty in that beautiful country. It's incredible to me. And Tata guy, that guy, I researched it. It's been around so long. That company, it's like as old as Sony and Toyota. It's amazing stuff. It's really been around a long time. Let me see if I can pull these up now. Some pictures that my sister sent me. Oh, are they on tabs? What are they? Application window? No. What are these in messages? Can I open with preview? Can I open them all with preview? I don't know. What can I do here? BMW owns Rolls Royce. Oh, okay, NDM. Who owns BMW? Oh, look at you guys all know that. Joe knew that. Tata's owned Jaguar and Land Rover back when Ford put them up for sale. Yeah. Why did Ford own that? Why did the Brits let all that go? Do you remember the British Leyland company? They used to make cars. What did they make? The Triumphs, TR7s. Remember those cars? They were really big for a while, especially in the States, man. They were tremendous. Let me see. Are these here now? Where are these pictures my sister sent? I know she sent a shitload of pictures. It says there's 18 of them. Are they all here? Oh, there they all are. Okay. Can I see these though? Huh. It's not in an opera tab. Hold on a second. I'm going to download these. Let me download them. Can I? Or did I already? Oh, saved. Oh, there they all are. But wait. Oh, I can download them. Okay. To my iPhoto library. Oh, isn't that interesting? I didn't even know that. Oh gosh. Oh boy. Look what I just came up with. It's going to make me sad. It's getting easier to look at, though. Look at the princess. There's my lady love. September 19th, 2023. Almost 2 years ago at 10:38 in the morning. And there she is sitting on her little donut, which is still here on the desk. My beautiful ladybug. How I miss you, my love. How I miss you every single day. Where's the pictures that I just downloaded? Are they here? It's in my iPhoto library. Look at this crap. Hold on a second. Where are they? It says it's in my library. Don't know what they are. Oh, look at this. All the stuff from today. Oh, there's some shots, right? Oh, here we go. How fun is this? So I've told you about my Uncle Mick, right? Now, will this pop up the right way? That's my Uncle Mick. That's my Aunt Peggy. Not sure who this guy is. Is my Aunt Sheila. When we were Wednesdays, this is my Uncle Mick who lived in Dublin. Amazing, Uncle Mick. Incredible. It's Uncle Mick. Here is I'm sure I'm in a couple of these, but there's my grandmother. It's my dad's mom. It's my Uncle Joe. There's my mom. Isn't she pretty? Absolutely incredible. Wow. That's my mom. That's my cousin David. He's holding my cousin Robert. There's my godmother on the far right. That's my Aunt Maureen. There's my sister Carrie. Oh, I'm there. That's me on the bottom. That's on the far left bottom. That's my sister Carrie. This is my grandmother's house. This is a reversed picture. It should be the other way around. I'm sure everybody's smoking. Am I in this picture? No, I don't think so. No, that's my cousin Ryan. Oh, this is great. This is my Uncle Joe. This is my Uncle Bobby. That's me and my mom, my redhead mother right there. It's me with the little cute little jumper on. Oh, that's who is that? I think that's me. Actually, I can't tell. I don't know. I was there. There's my mom holding her flower cap. This is my cousins. When we were Wednesday, that's my dad right there. And that's me looking sullen in the corner over there. And for some crazy reason, I remember that BWIA beach ball. There's me and my mom just sitting there like two wallflowers. Crazy. I don't know. It's probably 1968. How old could I have possibly been? My dad, my aunt, Maureen, my brother, my cousins, my sister. I am not in the picture. But I'm in this one. That's me, filthy, wiping my face there. My sister Carrie and my beautiful mom. I just got sent these. I'd never seen them before. My brother Chris in the pool. Stuff. This is my Uncle Dennis. He's the only one left out of all my father's siblings. He's the only one left. That's me right there. I still have that same nose. And look, that's how people look at this. Is great. This is great. Look at this is my granny's house. This is my nana's house. So look at the amount of Schaefers on that table. Cigarettes galore. Oh, Jesus. Everybody used to tape Christmas cards to their. This is my Aunt Maureen. Just look at everybody just smoking right in front of the kids because that's what you did. And that's my Uncle Joe Don. And that's me and my sister. And that's me with the blue. And my cousins, Robert and Ryan. Old London chips. God, does anybody remember those? I don't know. That's my Aunt Maureen. People went to the beach. That's Jones Beach out in Long Island. This is, wow. Oh, my God. These are my aunts, my father's sisters, my Aunt Sheila, my Aunt Pat, my Aunt Peggy, and my godmother, Aunt Maureen. She died very young from a stroke. She was very, very young. But fun stuff. Anyway, that's me giving the what's up to Scotty Love, thanking him so much for checking in on me when the COVID really hurt a lot. Anyway, that's my little fun thing for you. I'll get into the Gallery of Bastards early tonight. Here we go.
The Gallery of Bashtards. Send me the shots that sublime the absurd. The Gallery of Bashtards. You share them with me, and I share with
the world. Let's start out with Andrew Wolkowicz. Today's laugh. Let's see what he has to say. What do you have to say there, Andy Pandy? What if they're not stars, but holes poked into the top of the container so we can breathe? What if? Yeah, it makes you think of the Truman Show. Remember the Truman Show, where that guy lives in that on that set of that TV show and he doesn't know anything about it. You know you're old when you're entering your birth year online and have to spin that thing like you're on Wheel of Fortune. Why is it that I have one bar on my phone in my living room, but the Taliban can upload a video from a cave in Afghanistan? Because they have Starlink, of course. What else could it be? In every relationship, there is one person who stacks the dishwasher like a Scandinavian architect, and the one who stacks it like a raccoon on crystal meth. I would be the raccoon on crystal meth, 100%. Don't play with super glue. Live long and prosper. Live long and prosper. Used to be able to do this better. There you go. Live long and prosper. Incomparable, Mr. Spock. If you think you're smarter than the previous generation, 50 years ago, the owner's manual of a car showed you how to adjust the valves. Today, it warns you not to drink the contents of the battery. My favorite stuff is when you watch an old movie. We were watching a thing. I'll finish up with this. Is great. Age 12, fell off the bike at high velocity onto a gravel road, biked 5 miles home. Age 50, used the wrong pillow, back was non-functional for 2 days. So true. Being 20 in the 70s was much more fun than being 70 in the 20s. Yeah. They ask me why I don't have tattoos, so I tell them, have you ever seen a bumper sticker on a Ferrari? Okay. Yeah, I'm at the age where my mind firmly believes I'm 29. My humor suggests I'm 12, and my body possibly died in the Civil War. If you want to know why Gen Xers are always mad, it's because we had to replace our record collections with a tape collection that was then replaced with a CD collection that was then replaced with MP3s, and now we need a subscription to listen to music. Amen to that. That's why I hate all that crap. And I don't have a Spotify. I have Apple Music because I've always had that because it came with the thing and then I just kept let it going. If someone from Holland married a Filipino, would their kids be jalapenos? It's going on forever. We'll do this one last. A recent study found people who take their coffee black are more likely to exhibit psychopathic traits. That's me. I drink coffee black. And people who order a quad shot, non-fat, vanilla soy, extra foam, light whip with caramel drizzle are more likely to be their victims. Why is everyone against sugar? Who stood by you when things went wrong in your life? Who comforted you? It wasn't broccoli, that's for sure. You crazy person. Well, I was watching an old game show. Now, America had great game shows. I don't know if you guys had them. I don't recall ever seeing a game show in Ireland when I was a kid. I'm sure they had quiz shows. We had lots of great ones. We had a great one called Match Game. It was with like kind of like second rate celebrities on the panel. You'd have to match. Like Dumbledore was so dumb. How dumb was she? You know, she decided on her wedding night to bring her blank, and then you'd have to fill it in and match stuff up. But I saw the original version of Match Game, and they were like, and from Wisconsin, we have Mr. Schlesinger. Mr. Schlesinger, what do you do for a living? And he'd be like, well, I'm blah blah blah. I work at a drugstore and blah blah blah. And then from then and in the right seat we have, you know, Jennifer LeBeau. And Jennifer, where do you live? It's so simple, even a woman could do it. Like, what's wrong with these people in the 50s? I'm dying here. The way they treated women on these shows is just like, it's unfathomable. You cannot even believe it, you know? Of course, you must be a homemaker, right? Because what else could you possibly do? Boomer jokes incoming. Yeah, I'm talking about. You watch these shows and it's incredible the way the way they took them in. Like, remember back in the day, it'd be like Mrs. James Hollander. You know, forget about her name. She's just Mrs. James Hollander. What the hell was wrong with people? Martin and Rita O'Leary. Unbelievable stuff. Oh my God. I had a good laugh. Thank you for that, Andrew. Thank you so much. Dean McKenzie, Chatworth House, some gaff. Wipe your feet, please. Very nice. We get to take a look at more of his travails. Dino, whoa, whoa, wow, this is very posh. This is a very posh place. Wow. Well, look at that. Look at the dog in the painting. Oh, I like that. Oh, this is very posh. Wow. It's so classy. The stairs are made out of marble. Oh, look at that. Look at that on the ceiling. They got a painting on the ceiling. Marble columns. Oh my God. Who lives there? The Pope? Oh my God. That's actually a beautiful painting. Who painted that? Wow. Incredible. Wow. Do you do their garden, Dino? I hope you do. Wow, this is some heavy deal. Wow. What is going on there? Oh, holy smokes. Holy Vatican, Batman. This is like Vatican level art. Look at this. Wow. Look at that. That is who did all those paintings? Dino. That is crazy. Wow. And there it is. Holy smokes. People had nothing better to do, like the Medici, right? They had nothing better to do. Obviously, this is England, so it's not the Medici, but just, we need, some paintings, some sculptures. Call Mr. Buonarroti. down. Call that Buonarroti guy. Like, what is this? Okay, so all that great stuff in the middle of this place, and then there's this thing. What is that exactly? This is her, whatever that is. It's crazy. All this beautiful stuff, and then that weirdness. What is that, Dina? And some modern art, beautiful place, though. I see what they're trying to do, though. Dino is walking around going, okay, the first thing I do is I take that out, remove that, add this, and he's already landscaping the place. Incredible stuff there, Dino. These are great shots. Place is amazing. Now let me get this off there and read the email, because sometimes you need to read the email, which I did not do. Chatsworth House. Oh, it just says wipe your feet. Some gaff. That is certainly some gaff, man. From Dad's collection from the incomparable Becky Brown. Oh, yesterday I was talking about Cliff Richard. Amazing. Look at that. Right. Look at Cliff. Sir Cliff. Look at that. Amazing. Legends, right? Legend. And a secret queen for a long time. Did you know that he was like seriously best pals with Freddie Mercury? Like they were the best. Time waits for nobody. Ooh, time waits for nobody. Cliff Richard, amazing. On the Columbia record label. Look at Cliff. In the closet where you belong back in the 60s. Amazing. When we were young, handsome Joe. Look at this shot. Can I just say, Joe, that the house it looks pretty much the same, which is the best. Look at this cutie patootie. Look at that. And you're like your little throne. And I love this furniture because you know what we used to call this back in the day? Like Italianate. Maybe like it's an Italianate interior. Very popular. And the Italians who had a little bit of money, nice, beautiful, articulated homes. Of course, I grew up in Jamaica State, so I knew the Cuomos and those people. They had very, very much houses that looked like this. The Trivolinos, that was our family doctor, Dr. Trivolino. And we went to school with the Trivolinos and the Prestianos. Lots of Italians in Jamaica States. Beautiful. Look at that. Look at this cutie pie. Unbelievable. Wow. So cute. Joe LaFaro, everybody. Dino says, every room is like that on the property, painting on the ceiling. I was glad to see a whitewashed wall. Were you glad to see that? It's a private estate. They have 30 full-time gardeners. I'm above the pay grade. Oh, I mean, it looked to me like they could use you in there because that wasn't so great looking, the stuff that they had. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. I mean, we see what your gardens look like. How does your garden grow? Ladies and gentlemen, Mart and Bronson on the iBashers network. Oh, he loves the top of the printer, man. He's bigger than the printer. Look at him. He's the king of the fall. Now you know how big he is because look at how much of that. Look, you know how big those chairs are. They're humonstrous. And he takes up the whole ottoman portion of that thing. Oh man, what a cutie pie. And there's that much too small carrier. Amazing. You've been doing a lot of biking, Mart? You've been getting a lot of miles on the bike? I was about to get a lot of miles on the bike. I had maybe a week worth of great biking and then the COVID. And it's not like I went anywhere. Oh yeah. Dino says, I send you some photos of the garden tomorrow. You might change your mind on that one. Oh, so they had some crazy gardens. I'm still gonna say yours are better, okay? All right. That's just what I'm gonna say. That's just what I'm gonna say. Because yours are better. Eminem madness, Malkin Mindy madness. Yeah, 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 yeah. Hi, Mindy. Listen, if you need your spirits picked up, Julian, just gather up some Mindy. And they called her Mindy. Oh, hello, pretty lady. Hello. She's looking quite quizzical. It's a great head-on shot. Oh, Carolyn, for you. I know you're not here today. She called me while I was napping today, but that's what I've been doing. Souping and sleeping. Souping and sleeping. Souping and sleeping. Because I need to bust this out quick. And it's not going anywhere. This is like week 2. Right? This is like week 2. When did I test positive for COVID? Last Wednesday. It was a week ago, I think. And I was feeling crappy for a while. Look at that. That is wall art. That is so beautiful. Beautiful, Mork. Oh. Happiness is a sleepy kitty. That is for sure. Oh, hello, baby boy. Oh, that I'm telling you, you should blow you because of his coloring. You should get one of those paintings on canvas. You know, you can order them. Look at him; it's pretty eyes. Carolyn, these are all for you. The obligatory pause shot. It's amazing. Great shot. Mark and Mindy madness. Mark and Mindy madness. Yeah, 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 yeah. Mark and Mindy madness. Yeah. There you go. Thanks, gang. That cheers up my spirits every time. And we've got some more from. Oh, look at this! Let me read this. Hi, Dirk. A picture of my mom in her heyday. Oh, Mart. What an absolutely gorgeous woman. My God. Look at this beauty. Here's another thing, right? Women just don't do their hair anymore. Like women, my mom wouldn't have. She used to have curlers in the house and a kerchief overhead. They went to the hairdresser. I'm just saying, I think ladies nowadays are off their game. This is the bitchy queen in me. Like look at this. She's got her hair done. Now everybody goes out and they look like a wet dog, especially like in Hollywood. And like, look at that. She's got an actual style there. Look at that. What a beautiful woman, man. Gorgeous. What year would you say that is, Mart? Do you have any idea? It's great. And look at the pose too. It's like a Harel portrait. Absolutely breathtaking, Mart. Really cool. Wow. Beautiful stuff. Hey, Mike Sawtell. Flex. You cheeky bastard, you. We all drooled over his Corvette yesterday. His 68 Corvette. Now you're going to drool over this. Look at this thing. Oh boy. Oh boy. That dial. Crazy. Listen. Listen, I have a very similar watch, as you know. It's not far off. It just, my green is a crystal. But man, that is beautiful. I have to say, man, I love a smooth bezel. I love it. I love it. I love it. I don't have a date complication, obviously, and these things, I love the way they loom too. Look at that. It looks sick on you. I mean, it's a man's watch. Can I just say it's a man's watch? It's a man's watch. Dun, 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 dun. It's a man's watch. Yeah, great. You're very tan too, huh? That must look really sick while you're driving your Corvette, and you got the one hand on the wheel and the other one out there. Must look really great. Melly C, I knew you would love that one because we have the same taste when it comes to the Rollies. Because that is certainly up me street for sure. That is that dial. Wow. Wow. Oh boy. Oh boy. Came in like a house on fire, mister, today. And I saw you. I was watching a little bit of Osheen's short birthday stream, and I saw that you were on there and you super chatted him. So thanks for everything. Thanks for popping in and setting the world on fire, Mr. Sawtell, with your watches and your Corvettes. Pretty good stuff. That's it today. That's the Gallery of Bashtards.
The Gallery of Bashtards. Send me the shots that sublime the absurd. The Gallery of Bashtards. You share them with me, and I share with the world.
Hitesh C says Tata's owns Jaguars and Land Rovers when Ford put them up for sale, and Joe says because they were desperate for money. Well, that's generally how it works, I guess, right? Melly C says my dream car is the Jaguar F-Type. When they came out with that, what's the model? I used to know this. The current lineup of sports cars, the current Jaguar. Forgive me for not knowing what this is called off the top of my head. The F-Type. When they came out with the new styling for the F-Type many years ago, I thought that was the most beautiful sports car, that you could buy like off the lot. I just think it's a beautiful, beautiful car. Remember Austin Mini, now BMW. I remember Austin Healey. I remember, all of those. There were so many different ones. Andy M says socialism kills business eventually. VW got Bentley, BMW got Rolls. Is that Volkswagen owns Bentley? Holy smokes. Is that a real thing? Wow. I did not know that. Triumph Car Company was literally a few hundred yards from the Ford factory. Well, in America, the Triumphs had I forget what the one before the TR7. I think it was the TR6. The TR7 was very popular in the United States, and they were everywhere. They looked like little lotuses. They looked like, mini loti, but they were everywhere. They really were, Yeah. So Mart says, Dino, great pictures. Absolutely. Nice pad, Dino. Not sure, but I think your decorators are on drugs. Yeah, I think so too. That's some crazy stuff. Yeah, it's nuts. The grand staircase ceilings were painted by 18th century Italian painter Antonio Verio. Wow. So I guess they would fly them in, right? Why wouldn't they do that? Because, who are the great? I mean, obviously, I just saw some amazing British paintings. I'm not a big fan of that, the aristocracy portraiture, stuffy ladies and men in their frills and frocks. And there was a lot of that at the Frick, but there was a lot of Turner, and some of that was amazing. Obviously, most Turner is amazing, and it's funny because I think I told you about Paul's cousin's son, Andrea, who's so smart and so enchanting in so many ways. Brilliant. He's going to school for socio-political economics, and this is an amazing kid. He also, because his father is an artist, he knew everything about everything. And he's like, well, this is Turner's early period. You're going to find that the crest of the waves here don't. And I was like, then we went into the Vermeer room, and I said, wow, because I've seen Vermeer, but these were Vermeers I had never seen. And he was explaining to me how, you weren't meant to stand a foot from these paintings because they looked blurry up front. It was crazy. I always thought that Vermeer was almost close to super realism, and it is, but it's that very special technique, which was amazing. Dino's loving that role. And of course she did. Yeah. Beautiful lady, Mart. Beautiful, beautiful, Mom. What a shot. Lovely Rolex with class. It's a classy Rolex, man. The F-Type it is. Beautiful car. But VW owns Porsche. Is that right? Oh, wow. They own Porsche. Wow. The Jaguar you are thinking of is called the XKE. Is it? I don't think so. Jaguar XKE. Which is that? No, that's the classic one from. Oh, that's the 68 one. Yeah, I love that. Isn't that the Hey Baby? Isn't that the Austin Powers one? Yeah, no, I'm talking about the new one. The one it looks like like a Aston Martin a little bit. The new ones I thought were quite beautiful. I really did. I thought that those were beautiful. Of the XKE, I mean, that's one of the most beautiful cars, like the Porsche Speedster. Two of the most beautiful sports cars ever made. Of course, my favorite car in the world being the one you own. Because to me, that is the most beautiful car ever. And to be fair, even though, people talk about the first model year, there's certain things about the 68 that are just so incredibly special, Yeah, the new one is called the F-Type. That's the one. And it is beautiful. There's an E-Type too, right? But the F-Type is the one I was thinking of. There's a guy in my neighborhood who had one in like the silver. And and then another guy who had one in kind of like a hunter, a British racing green. Very sleek, very, very, very sexy car. And listen, the whole world is at one big SUV now. And there's oh God, can I just tell you, my neighborhood is just rife with nouveau riche douchebaggery. These kids, and these kids were driving around in the Rolls Royce SUV, and it's got a really terrible name, like the Croydon, or the it's got a really stupid name, like the Buckley, or it's got a really weird name. Anyway, it's this $500,000 white behemoth, and the kids driving it, they're like these Hong Kong kids. Then they're maybe 22 years old, and they're just in there smoking and hanging out and listening to hip hop. And I was like, oh, the Cullinan, that's what it's called. What a shitty name for him. The Rolls douche canoe. Indeed, it is. The Cullinan. Who came up with that's worse than the names for drugs? The Cullinan. I mean, that sounds like you have to have your water treated. You got to call the Cullinan man in to get your water treated. What is that? Cullinan. I mean, whatever happened to cool names for cars, like, the the Duster, or the Firebird, the Cullinan. That's the nerdy douche. It is a Rolls douche canoe. And there's so many of those cars in my neighborhood. There's another guy that's got a Rolls Royce. And then, I'm sorry, but what's the this is how the brain dead I am with the COVID. The Lamborghini SUV. It's very small. It's very, very, very small. And that's another $500,000. It's ugly as shit. And there's a kid with that. And there's just so many fancy cars. But I'm not talking about, like a decent fancy car. Because I have a friend who's a much older gentleman who has quite a bit of money. And he has the Bentley SUV. And I've been in it. And it's, feels like you're in a Sherman tank. It's big. And I hope he leased it. He probably did. And it had a Breitling clock inside it. The Urus, that's what it is. The Urus. Cool name though. The Urus. It's like Uranus or Uranus if you're from Queens, New York. And Uranus. Cullinan, it sounds like a right. Don't you go down there. Don't you talk to that Cullinan boy. They're no good. Anyway, guys, that's the show. Thanks so much. I'm going to go back to bed and wishing you and yours nothing but no COVID. And thanks to everybody who came on the show today. Thank you so very much. Guys, remember to hold the door open. Remember to say please and thank you. Oh, let's give out big hearts to Julian and all the ladies of the bash. We love you all. And just remember to be a good person and don't be a